Battle in progress. We are joining Mr. Mean. Welcome to Replay Fever. Tonight we're going to take two Mutz battle looks. Look at this Jag Panther. Pushing him out. Don't do that kind of stuff. Look at this idiot. I don't know what this guy's problem is. Unless maybe he's, no, he's doing it on purpose. Such a weird... weird behavior. Anyway, looks like I'm going to have to start my computer after this one. I'm getting some chop going on. Restart the graphics driver. I have to figure out how to do that. Black Chicken said he has the same problem. And so he just restarts his driver. So I'm going to see if I can try to figure out how to do that after this battle so I don't have to reboot the whole computer. Anyway, the Mutz is available for about a month, I think. Just like the Patent KR was. I think the Mutz kind of outperforms the KR. Well, it does definitely outperform the KR in several aspects. One, gun velocity. The bullets that come... I know they're not bullets. The shells... Well, actually, not the shells. The rounds that come out of this gun are coming out at a much higher velocity than they do the Patent KR. It also has better armor on the turret than the KR does. However... it also has some pretty obvious weak spots up on the top. So, the KR, I found, tends to bounce more shots than the Mutz. But the Mutz also feels slightly more mobile than the KR. However, they're both great. They're both great. But the Mutz has it also beat in... actually, the whole gun handling all the way around is better on the Mutz. Better penetration, better aim time, better reload rate. Actually, no, I'm sorry. The reload rate's slightly slower. You can see here, though, look at the damage he's pulling off here. 270 versus the average 240. There's the right down the middle. But the, not sure what that... and there's the turret absorbing some damage. And he's got this T-29 dead. I'm sorry, the dispersion is also better on this gun. So, as far as the gun handling goes, this tank is far ahead of the KR. Now, I love the KR. And the KR is fun to play, and it's a good tank. And like I said, I've bounced more shots in my KR than I do in necessarily the Mutz. But I think as far as... oh, I don't know what happened there. My computer just froze. Sorry. The Mutz is definitely the better tank, performance-wise. He's taking some hits here. He's trying to angle. He's getting little piddly hits. I don't know who's doing that, but... the guy's not really doing it. He keeps tracking him. Now he's able to back out. Oh. Hitting that T-29. T-69. These guys are... I don't know if he's firing HE. He's doing very little damage. But anyway, I've really enjoyed the Mutz. Now, I'm trying not to play it until the rush is over. There's a ton of people out there playing it right now. So there's a lot of battles right now where you have 3 or 4 Mutzes on each team. And so I've just been kind of staying away from it. But once that's over with, I'm definitely going to be playing it a lot. It's a great premium tank. Just like the KR. I really enjoy the KR, too. I think it's neat that World of Wargaming is finally, maybe in its twilight years with World of Tanks, hopefully not, but they're starting to, as World of Tanks, the popularity winds down, they're starting to put some, give us some better premium tanks that are much better performers than the old ones used to be. And they're even, buffing some of the other premium tanks to make them better. They need to take a look at the Luva. I really want them to buff the Luva before I buy it. I do want to get a Luva. I've always wanted one, but I love the gun on it, and I love the way the armor's laid out. But I need to wait, so... so anyway, there's kind of a funny thing happened with my Mutz. So Mitsu Taou donated me the Mutz. I want to say it was Saturday, and I got to do the first look, and I just got the video up there. And then, like, right after I got it up there, I got an email from Wallace saying, "Hey, man, check your World of Tanks account." And he's like, "You might have to do a first look." And I'm like, "What? Oh, no." And I hopped in there, and he bought me a Mutz. So I did decline it. The Godfather was none too pleased, but he did not send his hitmen out. They were both busy, so... I did decline the gift, though, and we'll go for the next special tank that comes out. So And being February, of course, I don't know if you guys know this, but without getting too involved in finances, YouTube does... there's a definite decrease in the amount of money that you make in February because all of the advertisers have spent all of their money advertising during the Christmas season. So usually that first quarter is really slow. So I've gone from like... I know I shouldn't discuss it. You're allowed to, but I know it's probably not the greatest idea. But I've gone from about $370 a month down to like $130, and I owe Ryan $100, so I won't be buying any special tanks anytime soon. It'll be another month probably another month or two before the money starts going back up again. It takes, that first quarter is always bad. So I've been reading online about it, and a lot of people, my viewership is up, my subscribers are way up, everything's going well on the channel. It's the way the advertising works. You can expect that first winter quarter to be slow. So that's where we're at. Mr. Mean has pulled in a lot of damage. And so we are down to 3 versus 2. One of them, thankfully, is the AMX, because it's a little guy, the ELC. He's probably not going to kill any of these guys with one hit, and that's all he'll get before they kill him. But if they work together with that Mutz... So it started with that odd beginning with that stupid Jag Panther shoving Mr. Mean. Who knows why that guy was doing that, but people are weird. I've noticed that lately on this game, there he goes, there goes the one-shot at AMX. Ram him, boom. Nice. All right, back to this garage. So anyway, I've noticed a lot of, and I hate calling people potatoes or tomatoes or whatever, but there's been a lot of bad players on lately, and honestly, a vast majority of the games that Black Chicken and I played, for the first time in probably 6 months, I spent like 3 to 4 hours just playing World of Tanks. We didn't do any recording. I do have a replay that I'm going to show from that night with the Revelries, and because I had a great game in it. I almost, with half my health gone, I almost took down a Patton KR, though you'll see. Anyway, but I did notice while BC and I were playing together, no matter what side he and I picked, the other side would always fall. Every single game. Every game, the opposing side of our team would collapse. And I just am in shock. Usually you have, like a balance of games. Some are bad, some are good. But and we won most of the games because we were able to clean up. Of course, Black Chicken always gets 4 or 5 kills when we play, so he's always on top of things. But it's just shocking to me how bad the teams were. And this was, like a Tuesday night. It's not like necessarily a prime time, but there were 20,000 people on, so there are a lot of people playing. So it's interesting what's going on out there with the demographics. I'm kind of surprised that, I don't want to say how bad the people are, but just how bad my teams have been, and we've still been able to pull it out, but it's just crazy. I think we had a 64% win rate out of 17 battles, so that's not bad. We still did great, but anyway, this was an amazing battle, Mr. Mean. We have 130,000 credits earned. That's way higher than I've been earning lately. And the crazy thing is, I don't think... Oh, no, he was the top scorer on the team. Right? Yeah, there we go. And he did 5,000 damage. That is a lot of damage with a 240 damage per hit gun. That's a lot of freaking damage. Look at the KR, too, though, 2,600. And this is what you're finding lately. This is what's been going on every single game. It's either the Mutz or the KRs, and there's a ton of them out there. You can see here we have, what do we got? If we go by tank type, we've got, on their team, we've got Mutz, Patton. And then on this team, we've got Mutz, Patton. So you're going to have, and they're great tanks. And here's the thing. So because they're great tanks, we're going to see a lot of them, I think. Though I think as the Fever, once the sale ends, things will start to decline a little bit. But these are great, fun, premium tanks. And I'm excited because for once we actually have tanks that are capable. They're both good at making money, and they're good at having fun. So if you haven't gotten a KR, which I don't think it's available anymore, but the Mutz is still available, I definitely would recommend the Mutz. It's usually I try to be fair with the premium tanks and not get overexcited about them. But if you like medium tanks, it's a great tank. The armor's not much, but watch my first, what do you call it, my first look video. I did terrible with it on my first look video, but I still liked it. It's a great tank, and it's got the bones to be an amazing tank. It's like halfway between a CDC and, you know, the Panther 88. You've got the great gun that the 88 has with the accuracy. You've got better armor, but then you still have that decent mobility. But then again, you know, you also can get beat up pretty good from the back. So, battle in progress. We are joining Mitsu Taou in his Mutz. Mitsu also, as I stated earlier, gifted me my Mutz. And looks like he's using chocolate instead of premium. Oh, there is no premium fuel for this. You know, I do terrible on this map. Now, he's got a nice force of people going with him, so this is probably going to work out well. And he's also a top-tier tank, so. I think the Mutz has been out on the server in Europe longer than it has here. So, he's probably had some time to play it more than we have. But he said this was his first, this was his actual ace tanker battle, so. And the enemies are starting to show up. He is spotted. Now, my crew does not have Sixth Sense yet. He's going to be popping up here looking for those scouts. Oh, sneaky. Nice. I think that might be the replay. His gun is not aiming down, but it's... The VP has got another hit on him. There we have the HTC moving up. He is soft on the sides. He's got a great frontal armor, but he's not... So we can get him. Side turrets are his weak spot. And Mitsu goes right for the weak spot. I think I shouldn't have pushed up. That's one of those tanks that it's much better from a distance than it is close. Super Pershing with its super, but yet still somewhat vulnerable armor. He's about to get thwacked on the side here. Just in time to see Mitsu. It's too late. And he's going to back down. Mitsu does not get to fire at the second time. He's looking for that hatch on top. He'll be able to keep him down with that great gun depression. I think Black Chicken said it's -10 on the depression, so that's pretty decent. Yeah, see that tagger? Oh. What? He's keeping an eye on the Super Pershing. There he goes. Oh. He must not have moved. Time to get the Super Pershing out of the picture. Good. So now he's got shots on the other Super Pershing. He's got that upper angle now, so he should be able to get through that. Oops. Should be able to get through some of that frontal armor from the top here, because now we're angled down. Maybe. Still pretty thick, though. I think it's like 250. He does get it, though. Yeah. Pretty hard front, you know. Super Pershing's got a lot of armor up front. Trying to hit that machine gun port. No luck. I don't know how he's hitting that guy from up here like that. He's not using gold either. He's using regular ammo. He just lucky shots there. Wow. I think he's aiming towards the back of the tank too, so maybe he's getting those shots through the deck. He gets another shot. Nice going. Just bounced a shot from the 131. It's probably me in the 131 there, because I'm always bouncing shots in that tank. One of the reasons why I got rid of it. Going in for the KV3, and the 131 finally gets a hit in. Looks like the 131 is using the 85mm because he didn't do a whole lot of damage. So, time for paybacks. He gives that 131 what for. ELC is getting really aggressive for such a little fella. Yeah, why not? Mitsu seems to fire, like, he aims, moves, and then fires. And it's working really well for him. Takes advantage of that second where the bloom doesn't, where the bloom kind of holds. Oh, and he was waiting for Mitsu. And the hatch. That's the weak spot. And it sticks up like a sore thumb. Mutz is not good close in. You want to keep your distance if possible. Really, you could probably go through anywhere on it, but the Centurion. Mitsu gets right into cover. And this Centurion is just getting clobbered from all directions, and Mitsu gets the kill. Top gun. Way to go, Mitsu. Love this tank. Great little tank. All right. Next. So, very nice battle. Mitsu Taou squarely comes in at the top of the field. Oh, that was his first class. Great score, 3,000 damage, 6 kills, 66,000 taken home. Very nice. $20,000 for the chocolate. Very expensive chocolate. Battle in progress. We have the LTTB. Boxologist. Or is it Boxology? No, Boxologist. I was right. One of our Anvil members, but he's also our ANV members. Not Anvil. But he's been a long time subscriber, and occasionally he sends battles in. Here is one. Most Scout players absolutely love the LTTB. Whoops. Wow, that 12T is sitting right there in the bushes. He's hitting them. No, he's not. Guy's got really good camo on that 12T to be able to disappear that close up with the bushes. Look at, he's going right there, and now he's staying spotted. So, yep, nice. Poor 12T. I know how that is, man. I hate playing my 12T. Oh, but what are you gonna do? I'm glad I kept the ELC. The ELC's, it's so funny how two tanks right next to each other can be so different. The ELC is just, you know, gobs of fun. E25 is in the back. They've completely lost the left side, and box is now visible. That gun dep. Russian gun depression, which is nil. He's got the E25 shooting at him from the side. Also a 3002. Tiger 1 is about to get whacked. So he leaves, and I would too. You gotta survive. I don't know if that Tiger 1 was... I don't know. This already looks really bad for his team, though. Things are not going well. These guys are... This is what's been happening to me. Sorry, the map is really small. There we go. This has been happening to me frequently. This is what I was talking about. So you'll have a team go, and one side just completely collapses on almost every game. I mean, it's bound to happen, but it always seems to be my team that it happens. And they collapse quickly. We've only been 3 minutes into the game. This IS-3 is moving across. No artillery, so... What's the matter, Chuck? Yeah, well, 11 minutes now. No, that's how it's counting down, not up. Don't forget the reticle is behind a little bit in the replays, so... Look at that. It does almost 200 damage on the gun. Slow reload, though, but it looks like it's, you know, definitely a... This game is quickly going south. Oh, get the SU-100. Oh, somebody did. Okay. He's doing a good job distracting these guys so that they're busy. Oh. This guy's history. Yep. And he is not spotted. He's got a good range here, so he's shooting without being picked up. Trying to hit that T-71. Cadillac edition. Didn't hit him. Somebody else did, though. My wife is barking orders for the kids' bedtime. Got the Black Prince. Black Prince is starting to... No! The IS-3 got him, too, at the same time. Now he's like, too late. The IS-3's looking. And the IS-3 with that view range is not going to see him. I know how that feels to be in a heavy tank. I almost don't like driving the heavy tanks at all anymore. Well, it still looks like they're going to lose, but things are looking up a little bit. Well, he's spotted now. T-71's got him in visual. He has no damage whatsoever. Gosh, their team, though. They have some tier 6s, though. I think they're going to pull this one out, honestly. They have 4 tanks. They're all low tier, except for the T-71. The RH can kill... He's got to stick with that RH. Oh, the RH just got the 3,000 too. These guys are saying, what are you talking about? Box has this. Somebody else said, nice job, Box. Boxologist is a cool name. I do love that name. It is a very, almost steampunk name. Anything with ologist in it, but a strange thing is a very, like a strange name. Like, anyway, great game. It looks like he's got this. They're gonna win this. Oh no, the T-71 found the RH. The T-71 is one-shottable at this point, though. Oh, and he got him. Shoot. Well, what a great game. Thank you for sending this one in. I love games like this. Another Top Gun, 2 in a row. You guys are doing great stuff. So now we just have to find the M6. The M6 was half dead last time we saw him. Boxologist has full health, and the M6 can do, if he's upgraded all the way, he can do 240 per shot, so he's going to have to hit him several times before he kills him. Hide and seek box. Yeah, the M6 is no challenge to this tank. I would much rather be in the LTTB. Unless the M6 can get hull down on him, but even then... Evelyn, you're being hailed. Hold on one second, folks. Sorry, I had to broadcast something to Ryan. I love you, Peary. And of course, he'll outspot the let's see, 36%. He could probably do it in 2 shots. The affirmative. The M6 doesn't have a chance. He's gonna spot the M6. Of course, his viewfinder is broken. But even with that, he probably still has a much superior view. So he's just driving around. Even if he spots him, the M6 it's gonna have a difficult time hitting him. So there he is. Top pouch. Yeah, and the M6 doesn't see him, and that we know that's going to be the case because his view range is just so superior. Oops. There's a tank in that bush. He will. With the scout, though, you got to take your time. You have to approach from certain angles and get behind somebody and... Circle of death. The gun loads too slowly on the LTTB for the Circle of Death. But M6's days are over. And he's spotted. Can you buy something? Can you drive something? He's got gold loaded. Oh no. Seven kills. Nice job, Boxologist. Now, unfortunately, he sent me the direct file for that game, so I don't have the stats on it. But you know what? He saved that game. I mean, honestly, between him and the Borsig, I mean, they pretty much saved. Battle in progress. Here's a tank that we don't usually see. The SC35A. Is that how it goes? Or yeah, S35 CA. Sorry. It's basically a tank based on the S35 chassis, which is the what do you call it? Well, it's the S35, so it's the Skoda, right? Or Soma. I'm sorry, not Skoda. You have the Panzer. You have the Tier 3 Panzer version, the captured, and then you have the new French version. He's got the big gun. He's using, I think, is that the 105 mil with that kind of damage output? I think it's more than the 90 mil. That could be the 90 mil too, though. On Tier 5, this thing is just it's just a Widowmaker. I mean, this is window seat, by the way. The S35 CA was one of my favorite tank destroyers for sure. It's got a huge gun arc. It has okay gun depression. Definitely bathtub style, obviously. But if you like that Russian tank destroyer play style, it's slow and deadly. Glass cannon, here we go. Sometimes that front does bounce shots, though. I had one game where I had to face off a T-29, and I ended up killing him. So the gun is wicked, and the armor, if it's protected properly, can bounce some shots, and the guy was getting really frustrated with me. It's nice, though. You don't have to turn the tank all the way because that gun just has that huge arc. Like left to right. Nope, that guy's done. Taking luck shots at him. You know it's a low tier game when you're hearing the auto cannons. Especially one with that much fire. You know, you have to look some of these. Those higher tier scouts have them too, but it's like pow, 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 pow. That PC-1C with the KV-1 is, most of those tanks can't pen the KV-1, so it's probably going to be up to the S or window seats here. However, the tier 4, what is, yeah, see when he's having some issues. I was going to say the Martyr 38T could penetrate him, but the KV just whacked him. Yeah, that's the big gun. That might be the 105. I don't remember which guns this can mount, but I think it does mount the lower one. I think it does mount the lower powered, the 167 penetration 105 millimeter cannon, and it can also mount the 90. I think I stuck with the 90. Look at this. They lost the other side. The PZ-1C is going to go arty hunting. And we're about to lose our artillery. You know, window seats has just proven what I say all the time. If you want to win games, you need to be willing to go back when you need to go back. I don't always follow this rule, but sometimes you just need to take a look at your map and see what's going on and realize, you know what? There's guys in our base, and these other guys don't seem to be doing too well. So you might need to turn around and head back and help where you can. M4 is taking out everything. He's dead, though. Goodbye. Oh, miss. Yeah, the 90 millimeter is faster loading. These guys are both one-shot bites here. That's one of their top tanks right there. And the T-67 takes out the other. We got a Covenanter moving into position. And their M2 medium. All these low-tier tanks are... Covenanter, I think, is tier 5. Yep, that's fine. T-67. The Covenanter is spotting for the artillery. So at this point, it's kind of a stalemate. Hopefully the T-67 will be able to help. But just in case, he's moving back a little bit and see if he can help with the defense. Oh, Covenanter just got a hit, or somebody got a hit. Yeah, the Covenanter took him out. He's one-shot bite, though. Oh, it is hard to hit things at this distance. And one of the reasons I didn't like the 105 millimeter was that it's not very reliable as far as accuracy. I'm sorry, my brain. It's getting late, so my brain is starting to go into sleep mode. He's gonna goodbye. So long. Yep. 5 kills. All they have left is... Looks like an... Is that a... What is that? Oh, the Electo. Okay. I don't know why this Churchill has chosen this position, but it's kind of a not so good position. So now it's just a matter of hunting down the artillery. We know the M2 medium's up on the other side there. The Churchill has gone in to hang out with OBFG, the other artillery player. So really, it's up to our tank destroyer to play scout, which that Churchill must be as red as a ripe apple. That was a bad. Red as a stoplight. I don't know. Sorry. I don't have any witticisms to throw in there. Saying wait them out, stay put. I don't know. That might be the 90 millimeter. Let's see. I can't tell. I think it's the 90 millimeter. But those 300 rolls, there's no way the 90 millimeter isn't that millimeter. The 90 millimeter, unless it ammo racks, isn't going to roll that kind of roll. So it's not. It can't be. It can't be the 90 millimeter. But maybe it is. It may not even get the 105. I could be way off base on that. Maybe the 105. You know what? Maybe the 105 comes on the ARL. The V39, the one that I never bought. He needs to pause and take a look. Uh-oh. You think that Churchill can take those guys? If he can't take that Electo and the M2 medium... Yeah. Well, he finally got the Electo, but still. Well, at least the bot killed the tier 3 tanks. That's about all it's capable of doing. And he's not responding. The artillery has to be on the move. They know... They've got to know they're being hunted. Unfortunately, the S35 CA is very slow. So, these guys are most likely on the other side of the tracks. Well, the Churchill is responding. Finally. Who killed the 1C? The Churchill needs to move on the artillery. I don't know what that guy's doing. Now, I don't know. Oh, and they still... There they are. Goodbye. Oh. He's not spotted. Not yet, anyway. I don't know. He doesn't know if he has 6th Sense or not. He probably at Tier 5, he probably doesn't have 6th Sense yet. Unless he plays this tank a whole lot, but chances are not good. Oh. Now he's spotted. Oh, LEFH. Gotta move. Yep. They were all looking. Alright, Chad, you gotta go to bed, honey. Go on up. It's time for bed, honey. That's the LEFH right there with the multi-shots. No, he needs to get off cap. He needs to not be sitting there. Not yet. Wait till he's not spotted. Yeah, but that LEFH, this T-67 is like both fired, but he can refire if he's got a good crew every 20 seconds or so. Fire and move. Move, move, move. Oh, 7 kills, man. What a game. Yep, you need to get out of there. You need to just get out of there. Don't even bother capping now. Get out. Look at the church just sitting there. What an idiot. Like, what is that guy doing? Not helping for sure. So he's probably not spotted at this point. Stupid Churchill. Oh, God. Oh, that kind of stuff makes me mad. Like, dude, could you help a little bit? So the Churchill finally moves in close enough to find the LEFH. Dummy. Now shoot him. I'll tell you what, man. I think it was a big mistake for them to let that thing out into the sale, into the store. I don't think they should have... I mean, I have one, so I'm not saying it from a... and it's not definitely from a collector standpoint. I think that it's too good of an artillery, and unfortunately now everyone's going to have one, and it's going to pretty much unbalance Tier 5 because if you have one in every single match, they're just the rate of fire on those things is just insane. My highest kill battle myself has been 9. Okay, I did that in the Wolverine. Guess what my other tank is that I got 9 kills in? Yeah, the frickin' LEFH, and I don't even play artillery. So anyway, wasn't enough though. But I've had 9 kills in the LEFH, and so there we go. There's an excellent Super Unicum game. 8 kills. Look at how low that is, though. No, that's what you when you don't have premium. Pastrusi's medal, 3 SPGs. Radley Walters medal for killing 8 tanks. High caliber, he did the most damage. Top Gun, 8 kills. And the Reaper, 2,000 experience. 9,000 or 943 actual experience. But still, 1,700 damage, 8 kills. You can't, that's just excellent. Very nice game. Good job. Thank you, window seats. All right, so Kadab sent this in. Kadab. And, of course, he is, I would consider him a Unicum player. He probably would not consider himself that, so we could say at least sub-Unicum. And he is also part of, PEBCAC. Obviously, you have to be a very good player to be in PEBCAC. So he's got like a 60% win rate or 58% win rate, 57, something like that. And so here we are on my favorite map in my favorite tank. I hate this map and I hate this tank. And, hate is such an awful word, but I just cannot make this tank work. So we're going to watch him because he's a great player. And here he has a really great game in this tank on a map that I totally suck at. I just want to see how he does it and what he does. Maybe I can learn something from this because I have not mastered this tank. Probably once I get into the British line of medium tanks because that's where I'm headed. Eventually, I probably will get, hopefully, the feel for this tank. Look, he's got 2 rings on that thing already. It's just a difficult tank to play, man. I'm working on my BP too. Now I haven't done a lot of grinding lately. Been doing the first looks, but just with work and stuff, I've been so busy I haven't had time to really get in and play the game much. So, like I said, this week I spent time playing for like 2 or 3 hours with BC, which is something I haven't done. I think we played 17 or 18 battles. I haven't done that in a long time, and I really enjoyed myself, and we did pretty well. Now, my overall score, I think, for the week, I've been at like 1,400, which is where I've been over the past couple of years. So, unfortunately, as a player, I think I've kind of peaked. I don't know that I've reached I don't want to say a plateau. Heavy tank number 6. I forgot how fast this thing fires. But I've reached kind of like a limit, I guess. See, he's using auto aim there. He did a very good job with it, too. And he finally takes his first damage hit. He's going to push that heavy tank on his right. Cromwell B is squeaking around, so he's going to get ready for that. And he's using the auto aim like crazy. Heavy tank forgot he was there. I don't know what this guy was doing. Who was he waiting for? What's he looking at? And he's willing to absorb it. He's got that huge damage pool, you know. The huge health pool that the A45 does have. That's one of its few benefits. Huge health pool. Look at that. 3 kills already. Now, granted, he is the top tank, so... And he's been up against some pretty okay players so far. Pretty bad players. Some of them not, though. Some of them were good. The heavy tank guy didn't look like he knew much what he was doing, but I look like that quite often, too. So anyway, I was saying, as a player, I think I've kind of reached a plateau, and unless I really invest a lot more time in the game to get better, I'm probably kind of where I'm at for now. And I'm okay with that. I'm doing pretty well. I seem to be averaging between, 55 and 60% win rate, which is, I'm happy with that. But unfortunately, my WN8 has gone down a little bit, and my noob meter is kind of holding steady. Everything's kind of starting to gel into place at around 1,400 on my WN8, and I want to say about 1,400 also on my noob meter. My other stats are going up, though. My damage per battle is definitely going up. Anyway, I have a long... I play a lot of low-tier tanks for fun, and unfortunately those kind of screw your stats up because you're not making as much damage per battle, and most of those metrics are really based on DP damage per battle. So now he's facing off against the other big tank. Tiger has picked the wrong target, and he's just going to take the hit. And Tiger might have been racked. E25 moving in. Yeah, what are these guys all doing in the back? Unfortunately, he's all by himself, kind of. These guys have abandoned him, pretty much. The Sturmer Mill. Look at this guy, though. I mean, look at the damage he's pulled in. Sturmer is looking at him, though. The Sturmer could give him a big whack. Oh, no. Okay, so VK got the Sturmer. Now, those guys had a lot of Tier 7 tank destroyers. The Skoda's pushing. I don't think he'll make it. E25. Still in the garage. Okay. Skoda's trying to wiggle down the Crusader. He got the SG-100. I mean, look at the damage he's doing, man. He's just tearing everything apart. Oh, so close. Man, this could go either way. Oh, why is the EZ8 pushing the SG-100Y? That was a big mistake. Or the 100M. That was a big mistake. I can't really pull in now. That was a big mistake. That guy should have never noob brushed like that, man.
Target acquired. That one didn't go through. Let's locate another target. Enemy armor is hit.
Got to get that 100M out of here. Yep.
Got him.
He's got the big damage. Oh. E25 player looks a little lost, too. He's trying to do the... There he goes. Now he's got in position. And the VK gets him. 6 kills. Wow. On a map that I hate. I'm jealous. All right. So that kind of game makes me want to go back and rethink my play strategy with this tank. He used its mobility to his use. He definitely used the rate of fire. He did over 3,000 damage, 6 kills, 1,000 plus experience. I mean, that was just an incredible game. 7,300 because the ammo's so cheap. You make a lot of money when you play it if you do well. That was of course, you know, he's a great player, like I said, but that was just an incredible game. That was really, really well done. All right, battle in progress. We are joining Zoic, or just Zo. Driving the RU-251. German scout tank. Getting his brains blasted out by a T-49. Holy cow. Interesting camera choice. It works. Just trying to get out of here and be safe. This is an interesting position. I've never been here before. Oh, he is getting hit though. So he's spotted for sure. And the person that's hitting him is not visible. So that's a little frustrating, but oh, you got the hit. Look at that. The 1390 finally shows up. The 1390 probably was who was shooting him. Oh, and somebody's shooting from up there also. You just wait until he disappears. And the battle in the city is being, you know, stalemated, so he's not in trouble from that side yet. He's looking to see if he has any shots. Trying to get a hit. Oh, and he gets one. Gets a score on that AMX. Gets a second one on the AMX. Very nice. If you can hit this Mod 1, I'll take him out. And they just fell. So that really worked well. That's a good position. And it looks like they have one right across from there. So he's looking at the 110. Oh. Watch the left. And this poor T-54 just rolled right into it. And the crew is singing praises. Hurrah, hurrah. Oh, lucky hit. Holy cow, 700 damage. So really, he's just found a good spot and just sitting, milking it. And he's spotted. These guys are all down there. SU-152 is going to try to push across. And he's going to take advantage of it. Oh, they're like it's like a karate movie, man. They're just walking into it one at a time. You want to fight? Fight me. You can't read that? Seriously? Come on, Evelyn. You're letting me down. It says purple, honey. Evelyn. You can tell him, Vi.
Hi.
Violet says hello. Chubba doesn't. Oh. Come on, defend your scout. He's done the most damage on the team, most likely, and has 5 freaking kills. Diabolical's backing off. Oh, T-49 gets an unlucky shot there. And so Zo takes the cake, wins the battle, kicks butt. If we put it in an order of experience, he was definitely way ahead of everybody else on experience and damage. Almost 4,000 damage with the Spielpanzer. Very nice game. Almost no spotting damage. That just cracks me up. Last battle for the night. Black Chicken and I are going out. I am in the Revalorise. And BC is in his T-54 Mod 1. I'm looking at the map, and this is exactly what I was telling you about. Everybody going one way and leaving the other side open. It's been Lemming Rush fever for the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on, but people just are not looking at their maps anymore. So I said, well, I'm going to stop BC and head the other way. And he's like, all right, be careful. The Revalorise is kind of like, if you could imagine an IS-2 with a much smaller body. It's got a long reload. It has better penetration than the IS-2, though. Of course, it's a tier higher. I think it's 202 on the penetration. But it does a nice 400-plus damage. And it's a little bit smaller than the IS-2, so it's more mobile. I know I'm comparing a heavy tank to a medium tank, but it is like, it's pretty slow. So, and the IS-2 is pretty, or IS-1, IS-2, the Russian version, the IS, or the premium version, the IS-2, not the Chinese version. Though the Chinese version is also similar. I know that those are kind of like medium heavies. So this one's kind of like a heavy medium. So they kind of meet in between. And goodbye, Mr. Mutz. It also kind of reminds me, of course, of the Tier 6 Firefly, but with much more damage. Once again, the rate of fire is nice on this tank. Not the rate of fire, the alpha damage is nice. However, this tank is much better at distance fighting than it is close up. But I do find that I can get in to a somewhat hand-to-hand combat type role, and you're going to see that at the end of this video as a little fun thing that happened. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way, but it almost did, and it was fun to watch, so we'll get there. But even here, you can see I'm starting off with that sniper roll. I was like, well, I'm going to go up the middle and see what happens, because obviously if I can get that tiger, go after the tiger, I can kill him in a couple shots. Oh, no! Bulldog is just going to tear me up. I'm trying to get angled so he can't hit me. And he penetrates every single shot. So there goes half my health, unfortunately. And because of that, it will eventually lead to my death. Of course, anytime you lose half your health, it's going to eventually lead to your death. But that directly affected the outcome of my battle. Hang on a sec. Oh, my kids are goofing. Oh, and I look over here and I'm like, oh, this Carnarvon's all by himself. I need to, if I start now, maybe, just maybe, I can get over there and help him. And he's definitely calling for help, but unfortunately I have to go where it's flatter, otherwise it'll take me forever. And I don't want to go across the top because that tiger's sitting there watching the top. So I'm like, I'll cut around the back way and get there as fast as I can. This Carnarvon is doing a terrible job of holding off that T-54. And do you blame him? The T-54 is a really hard tank to face, especially in a heavy tank. The rate of fire, the armor, he's just a wickedly mean tank. And now the tiger is moving in, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we're going to get surrounded. Thankfully, I have this charioteer with me, but he does the wrong move. Instead of staying up there, he gets aggressive. Why is he doing this? And BC's like, go to the right and go around, and I'm like, nope, I don't have time. He gets another good hit, but now he's really hurting, and I try to hit the side, and his tracks eat it. And so now I'm like, look at this. I'm gonna put myself in between him. I'm gonna try to get in between him and the. See this? I tried to get over, but he got him. Luck shot. Oh yeah. So right here, I'm thinking things are going my way. But notice the mini map. I was so intent on attacking this T-54 and taking him out that I didn't notice this. Oh crap! The KR is right behind me, and he's full health. He's gonna ram. And I'm like, oh god, I'm dead. Oh, it's gonna be an easy kill, right? No, KR just missed. I'm like, well, maybe this guy's not as good as he looks. Unfortunately, I whiffed that shot. That was my death right there. But he gets another shot off and leaves me with 10 health, that lucky last health, and I'm like, I'm just going to come over here. He jinks, misses, and unfortunately I'm getting stuck on this tank. It's good to have him for cover, but I did get stuck. And he misses again, and I'm like, well, that might give me the opportunity to get another shot into him. And I do! Oh, if we could just do this, I only need one more hit. And I'm like, okay, we're good. Oh, wait, no, no, no. Oh! I hesitated, and that was my mistake. I should have pulled forward, but I ran into the tank a little bit, and I'm like, I couldn't decide whether to go back or forward, and I just froze. And unfortunately, that gave him the opportunity to kill me, but I almost got him. In the Revelries of all tanks. Poor guy. He did good. I mean, he was trying his best, but I was able to outmaneuver him. So don't discount the Revelries. It's not a bad tank. A lot of people are talking about how bad it is, and it's really kind of a fun tank. And it's, like I said, it's not great. And the KR should have had me a lot earlier. I just got lucky on some of those shots, on some of those missed shots, but we've won the game at this point. It looks like a loss for a little bit, but we did end up winning. So we'll take a look at the stats. I still have like 20 or more replays in my box. If you haven't seen yourself tonight, I am going to be continuing, hopefully, if I have time, to do more Replay Fever either this weekend or before. I want to get them all done so that you guys can see yourselves play. But I just wanted to let you know that if you haven't seen your video, there's a good chance it's going to make the next Replay Fever. I'm going to try to get all the 9.13s done here quickly before they start working on 9.14 or 10 or whatever they go to. So here is the final results. Not a bad result. 75,000 income. I was the second highest score on the team, and we did win. So that's what we want in the end. 2,500 damage is great. Nine hits, 8 penetrations, 1 missed shot. And I did receive 1,400 damage, potential damage of 1,470. So I bounced one small shot, or ate one small shot. Just a great battle. And like I said, I really like the Revelries. It's not a great tank. My score is not good when I play it. Like, I don't get like Unicum scores with it, but I like it. It makes okay money, and it's fun to play. It's such a weird tank. You don't see a lot of them, and people hate them, and they kind of discount them. So I think that it's a fun, like, kind of sleeper tank. So anyway, guys, thanks for being part of my channel. Be sure to subscribe. Thank you again, Mitsu, for donating the Mutz. Thank you for Wallace for donating my patent KR, and also trying to donate a Mutz. I really appreciate that, guys, when these new tanks come out. And I think this is probably what they're going to be doing. They're probably going to be releasing new premium tanks every couple months. It's hard to keep up with all of them. But they're great tanks, and like I said, they're making them a lot better than they used to. So they're performers at this point. Anyway, so have a great night, guys, and I will hopefully see you on the battlefield. So long.